Tell me something. When was the last time you stopped for a moment and looked at your life with complete honesty and asked yourself, why does everything seem so out of place? Not wrong, not broken, just out of place. As if your spirit were whispering that something is no longer aligned. If you felt that question touch your chest the moment I asked it, breathe. Because nothing in you is failing. Something within you is changing. And even if you can't explain why everything around you seems paused, disconnected, or strangely silent, this moment, this very moment, is part of a divine alignment happening beneath the surface. Sometimes, life silences the noise so you can finally hear what your soul has been trying to say for months, maybe years. And if lately you've been feeling that strange emotional fog, that emptiness you can't name, that feeling of being between versions of yourself, it's no coincidence. People call it burnout, confusion, or lack of motivation. But deep down, you know it's more than that. It's an inner awakening, a subtle, energetic shift that prepares you for a new level of clarity, purpose, and emotional healing. You see, when everything in your life seems strange, it's usually because your old identity is no longer aligned with your future. The routines, the mindset, the relationships, the goals you pursued before, they no longer make sense. Your higher self is pulling you forward, and your old self is trying to hold on. That tension you feel, it's transformation. It's destiny positioning you for something you can't yet see, but your spirit already recognizes. It's the universe silently rearranging things, removing what no longer corresponds to your frequency, so that you can ascend to a new chapter of alignment. And maybe lately you've woken up with this heavy feeling, this silence inside your chest, this fear of not knowing what comes next. Maybe you're questioning everything, your purpose, your path, the right time in your life. But what if I told you that this strange feeling isn't a setback? It's a divine interruption, a thoughtful pause to realign your energy, your thoughts, your heart, your destiny. You are not lost. You are being recalibrated. Allow yourself to feel this for a moment, because when life enters this strange phase where nothing seems stable, it's because your soul is coming out of an old cycle. The things that used to excite you no longer ignite the same flame. The people who once seemed close now seem distant. The dreams you used to pursue no longer feel like yours. And instead of forcing you to carry what no longer serves you, life gently switches off certain areas, so that your inner transformation can begin without distractions. You are not falling apart. You are opening up. You are not failing. You are being guided. You are not losing control. You are being led to alignment. And if you are hearing this now, it's because something within you is ready to awaken. Something within you yearns for clarity, emotional healing, and a deeper connection to your destiny. Everything feels out of place because your spirit is asking for space, silence, and honesty. It's asking you to pause long enough to hear your own truth. So, before we continue, I want you to take a deep breath and allow yourself to receive this moment, because what's happening inside you right now isn't random. It's a shift, a divine moment, a recalibration that will make sense soon. And while it may feel uncomfortable, confusing, or heavy, there's a reason your soul brought you here now to hear exactly this. And as you breathe and feel this movement happening within you, I want to ask you something simple, yet profoundly powerful. Talk to me in the comments. You don't need to write much. Just say what your heart is feeling right now. Maybe it's, I feel this. Maybe it's, I'm in this transition. Maybe it's just, I'm listening. The act of commenting isn't just engagement. It's you telling yourself that you're present, aware, and willing to open yourself to this realignment that has already begun within you. Because when you write something, even a small sentence, you activate an internal process. You confirm to your own spirit that you are ready to understand, heal, and transform. And beyond that, you help other people who are going through something similar to realize that they are not alone. Your comments create a collective energy, a healing field, an environment where other people also find the courage to say, I'm going through this too. It's deeper than it seems. It's connection, it's shared vibration, it's movement. And if this message has already touched some part of your heart, if it brought clarity, peace, or even relief from understanding that this disconnection is not the end but the beginning. So I ask you, leave your like, It's not just a mechanical gesture. It's like saying to the universe, I receive, I acknowledge, I am ready for the next step. The algorithm doesn't understand spirituality, but it understands signs. And your like is a sign that this type of content needs to reach more people who, like you, are going through a moment of emotional and spiritual transition. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, do it now. Don't wait for the right moment. The right moment is when your soul feels the call. And if you're here, listening to this, maybe this is your sign. Here you will find messages that strengthen your clarity, your alignment, your purpose, and your inner healing process. Here you will find reminders that pull you back to your center, that help you see the answers you already carry, but sometimes forget to access. Registration isn't just about watching videos. It's about walking together, growing together, awakening together. And while you do that, keep breathing and following along, because now we're going to delve even deeper into this invisible transformation process that's happening in your life and understand why everything seems off, silent and different, not to punish you, but to align you with something bigger than you've imagined so far. And as you continue breathing and feeling this gentle presence that begins to touch your spirit, notice how something within you has already begun to change. Perhaps it's small, almost imperceptible, but it's there, an internal movement, a feeling that you're finally understanding what previously seemed confusing. This phase of your life where everything seems switched off is not a mistake. It's not a delay. It's not a punishment. It's a calling to look inward, to align with a new version of yourself, to allow your heart to find a space where it can breathe again. When life temporarily takes away your strength, it's because it's preparing you for a higher level of clarity and expansion. You know, there's a very specific moment in the human journey when the soul decides it can no longer continue living on autopilot. And when that happens, the universe creates pauses, silences, discomforts, not as punishment, but as a redirection mechanism. The truth is, you're not stagnant. You're being repositioned. And when you're repositioned, all the old pieces that no longer fit your purpose begin to lose their meaning. You try to do the same things as before, but you no longer feel the same energy. You try to follow the same paths, but something inside you knows it's no longer possible. This no longer possible is not weakness, it's evolution. That's why in recent days, weeks, or even months, you may have felt like you were between worlds. One part of you wanting to move forward, and another part holding you back because of old fears. One part of you longing for a new reality, and another still clinging to the security of what you already know. This space between the old identity and the new is uncomfortable. I know. It's emotionally intense, spiritually profound, and mentally exhausting, but it is precisely at this point of friction that transformation is born. That's when you begin to realize that the life you want requires you to leave behind the life you no longer want. And perhaps you have tried to ignore this feeling, hoping that everything would go back to normal. But the truth is that nothing is going back to normal, because you no longer fit into what was once normal for you. Your spirit has grown, your consciousness has expanded, your energy has changed, and now everything that does not align with this expansion naturally begins to disintegrate. That's why some relationships cool down, some opportunities disappear, some paths close, not because you made a mistake, but because you are being pushed towards something more true, deeper, more aligned with who you really are. When everything around you seems confusing, it's usually because a new clarity is being born within you, a clarity that doesn't yet have form, but already has presence. You feel it in your body, you feel it in your soul, you feel it in your breath. It's as if something is calling you to a place you can't yet see, but can already feel. This is the movement of your higher self. It doesn't give you all the answers, but it gives you a feeling. It doesn't show you the complete map, but it shows you the first step. And right now, at this very moment, the first step is to recognize that there is nothing wrong with you. Something is happening through you. And when you look at your life from this perspective, everything starts to make more sense. The pause makes sense. The silence makes sense. The discomfort makes sense because you begin to understand that the emotional pain of now is the process of detaching from a version of yourself that was too small to carry your next steps. Every time you grow spiritually, emotionally, or energetically, you break through an old layer, and breaking through hurts. Breaking through confuses. Breaking through destabilizes, but breaking through also liberates. And it is precisely this inner liberation that is happening now, even if you don't yet see the external results. Perhaps you have noticed that your intuition is more active, that small signs are beginning to appear, that words, songs, encounters, thoughts, or memories have been surfacing as if trying to tell you something. And that's exactly it. They are trying to tell you something. When your energy changes, the universe responds. When you begin to vibrate differently, the messages begin to appear, and they never appear by chance. Everything that comes to you during this period is part of the preparation. Even this video, especially this video, because it appears at the exact moment when you needed emotional clarity, spiritual strength, and energetic direction. Life doesn't bring answers without reason. It brings them when you are ready to see them, and deep down, you know you are ready. Even if a part of you still doubts, there is another part, quieter, wiser, more connected, that perfectly understands what is happening. This part of you is awakening. It knows that you are going through a period of reconnection, of realignment, a vibrational change. It knows that you are being prepared for a lighter, clearer, more abundant phase emotionally and spiritually. And this transition that now seems so uncomfortable will be exactly what will pave the way for your expansion. But it's important to remember, before the light enters, the space needs to be cleared. Before the new begins, the old needs to be let go. Before clarity arrives, the noise needs to be silenced. And that's what's happening in your life right now. A silent cleansing, an invisible reorganization, a profound energetic movement. None of this is happening against you. It's happening for you, because there is a version of you, stronger, more conscious, more connected, more aligned, calling you to move forward. And when you feel that call, you can no longer live superficially. Your soul asks for depth. It asks for truth. It asks for purpose. It calls for expansion. And everything in your life begins to move in that direction. You may not understand the speed, the intensity, or why everything is changing now, but there is perfect timing guiding every detail. Divine timing. It is never late. It never fails. It never leaves you lost. It simply puts you in the right place at the exact moment, even if it feels uncomfortable while it's happening. And now, to continue this journey together, I want you to write something simple but powerful in the comments. Something that marks your commitment to this process of alignment, healing, and transformation. Choose what your heart feels strongest. I'm ready, or I choose alignment. Or even, I'm stepping into my new season. Because when you write, you manifest. When you comment, you affirm. And when you affirm, you activate an energy that moves your entire life to the next level. And if this message touched you in some way, if something here brought clarity, peace, hope, alignment, or that feeling of this is what I needed to hear today, then I want to ask you something very simple but extremely powerful. Don't leave without subscribing to the channel. If your heart felt this video, it's because there's a movement happening within you, an awakening, a calling. And here you will find exactly the kind of message that nurtures this process. Videos that strengthen your alignment, your emotional healing, your spiritual expansion, your higher self. So click subscribe now, because this ensures you don't miss the next step you need to hear. And if you made it to the end, which already shows that your soul was ready for this transformation, also leave your like. This simple gesture makes this message reach other people who are experiencing the same moment of transition, and you become part of this movement of light, clarity, and awakening. Now, I want to invite you to write in the comments something that will energetically seal this message. Write, I'm stepping into my new season, or I choose alignment. Or if you prefer something simpler and more direct, just right, I'm ready. Choose the phrase that resonates most with what you are experiencing right now. When you comment, you not only strengthen your own intention, you also send out energy that inspires others to open themselves to their own process. It's a small act, but with a great spiritual impact. And before you leave, I want you to do one more thing. Watch the next video that is now appearing on your screen. It is the natural continuation of this energy, this awakening, this clarity. If this video spoke to you, the next one will delve even deeper into your transformation and alignment process. Okay, so take a deep breath, click to subscribe, leave your like, comment your phrase, and stay with me in the next video. Your new chapter has already begun.